Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode on farfromasyapodcast. I'm your host Asia, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about the beauty and practice of tahajjud, one of the most cherished acts of worship in Islam. Well, open my iPad, that is gonna be one of the best episodes so far. Why? Because it's tahajjud. Come on, tahajjud, bro. Well, I'll even bet I don't know, but guys, inshallah, this episode being one of the best is gonna help you in any way possible. So let's get into it. Tahajjud, one of the um, Tahajjud or the night prayer is a voluntary prayer performed in the late night hours after midnight and before Fajr. Well, yeah. So it's a time of solitude, reflection, and deep connection with Allah. It consists of a total of 11 rakats divided into the following prayers: Nafila of Layl 8 rakats, that is 2 rakats, then Salatul Shafa 2 rakats, then Salatul Witr 1 rakat. So the time of Salatul Tahajjud begins after midnight until the time of Salatul Fajr morning prayer. So the first time of it is just before Fajr Salah. Salatul Tahajjud is so important that even if you cannot pray all 11 rakat, then pray only 2 rakat and 1 rakat of Salatul Witr. If I have to give someone advice, someone who had lost everything and all hope, I would say wake up 10 minutes before Fajr start and then pray 2 rakats of Tahajjud, then make du'as. Pour your heart out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As much dua as you can. Tahajjud salah and dua is so underestimated. Honestly, nothing works better. Nothing can help you more than a simple 2 rakat salat and a heartfelt du'as. When your heart is aching for something and you truly desire it with all your being, wake up for tahajjud prayer and ask Allah Almighty to grant it to you, if it is good for you. When you feel as though your life is at a standstill and you want some sort of progress, pray to Allah for something to happen. When praying and making du'as, you have to put your trust into Allah and remind yourself that He will always do what is best for you. When praying tahajjud, concentrate and try your best to let go of every worry, doubt, and fear that may be lingering in the back of your mind. Openly tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you're asking Him to make the impossible become possible. Ask Him anything and everything. So why is tahajjud so significant? The Prophet ﷺ, peace be upon him, emphasized its importance. So it mentioned in several hadiths that this prayer brings a person closer to Allah and serves as a means of forgiveness and mercy. So in other narrations, the Prophet says the first prayer after the obligatory prayers is the night prayer. This highlight not only its powerful, but also how it can elevate our spiritual state. Also, if there is something you want in life and you're not praying tahajjud for it, you don't really want it. Because this dua, the dua made at tahajjud is like an arrow that does not miss its target. Many people talk about Allah, but very few talk to Allah. Bring tahajjud and du'as into your life and talk to Allah. If there is something you want to ask Allah, start praying tahajjud. Tahajjud time is not even 15 minutes before Fajr. So if you are a heavy sleeper, set an alarm. But actually, it's not always the alarm that normally wakes us. It's our iman that does. Let's say you decided to pray tahajjud the night before, and when you're going to bed, you said to yourself, or you even thought about it, that inshallah, I'll wake up for tahajjud tonight. And then you set your alarm, then unfortunately, you woke up to see that it's almost past 7. And then you're like, I'm so pathetic or something. You think a lot of bad things and that your iman is not that strong. No, don't ever think like that. because the fact that you are not able to wake up doesn't mean that you are low in iman or anything. You have your barakah. Even so, never think anything and just keep trying. Set another alarm tomorrow, and the next day you should try waking up at least 10 minutes before Fajr and offer tahajjud. So now let's discuss the benefit of tahajjud. Tahajjud provides an opportunity for introspection and deepens your relationship with Allah. It is times when Allah's mercy is abundant and sincere supplications are answered. Many who practice tahajjud find a sense of peace that helps them navigate daily challenge. Wallahi, you feel like a weight has been lifted off your chest, like nothing really matters, like a sudden burst of blissful contentment and an overwhelming peace at the moment of praying tahajjud. I often feel like I don't need anything anymore because oh my god, like literally I have everything in the world and I need nothing anymore because I have Allah, so everything is good. Then think about how often we seek peace in our lives. Tahajjud is a direct channel to that tranquility. Then coming to how you can incorporate tahajjud into your routine. Firstly, set an intention. Start with a sincere intention to seek closeness to Allah. Then secondly, choose a time. Aim to wake up in the last third of the night, a time when Allah is closest to his servant. Then thirdly, start small. If you're new to this, begin with 2 rakahs and gradually increase from 2 to 4 to 8. Anything gradually, it will make a difference, inshallah. I remember when I first started, it was challenging. My mom will normally wake us up every Friday night to pray. I don't know about it and that time we'll just wake up quickly, pray, and then after get back to sleep feeling relieved that it's finally passed. But then later, I think we are in high school. My friend, we were talking with my friend, and then we were just chit chatting. Then out of nowhere, she started telling me how she's praying tahajjud. She told me the name. I was like, we used to pray it in Ramadan normally. Then she said yes, but that's what it means, night prayer. She told me how all her life is at ease and how she can't even fast a day without waking up. It's like it has become a habit. And I was in awe and she told me to pray tahajjud even if there is nothing bad or problem happening in my life. I should just wake up and thank Allah then and talk to him. Then that's how everything changes in my life. I started taking my life seriously, reading a lot of Quran and practicing my deen. I remember when my mom was talking to me about not reciting Quran often, and then I told her that I recite Surah Al-Baqarah every night during Tahajjud. I was just like, what? And didn't say anything about it. I don't know whether she believed it or not. But come on, the best time is the entire day for me is during Tahajjud. You talk to Allah, you cry to Allah. Sometimes I just perform ablution and sat there on the prayer mat because that is peace. You feel this overwhelming peace, like oh my god, I don't even know how. I don't even know if my word do the judgment because I don't even know how to explain this, how to say this. It's built. The feeling is very very different. Then the time of Tahajjud is so precious. At this time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come down to the lowest heaven. So try to pray Tahajjud and talk to Allah as much as you can when there is no one around you. It's just you and Allah. Tell him everything. Your problems, your worries, sorrows and fears. Ask Allah for whatever you want or desire and make dua for it. Remember that Allah always responds to your request. Your du'as will come true. You know what? Talking to Allah is so addictive because you feel like you hand over all your worries and wishes to Allah, and in return, He gives true peace and satisfaction to your heart. The feeling of peace at this time can't be described in words. May Allah grant us the opportunity to pray tahajjud. As we wrap up today's episode, I encourage you to give tahajjud a try. Start with a single prayer and watch how it can bring light into your life. Remember, Allah loves those who strive to His pleasure. May we all be among those who awakens ourselves in the night and seek His mercy. Thank you for joining us on this podcast. Well, us, me and you. Yeah, I feel like we're all listening, me and you, because I make the podcast, you listen, so we make a little world. So don't forget to rate and share this podcast. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.